Hello, welcome to this presentation. My name is Morris Dimba. Today I'm going to demonstrate on how to model a tapered portal frame structure, and without wasting time, let's just kick off here by going straight to column, because we'll just use this default grid. I'm using South African environment in TEKLA. I'll place the column here. Double click on this to check on the profile. Under this column properties, just click select. That column came here under I profile. Remember, this is SA, South Africa environment. I'll click I profile. Under this, I'll come to H. I'll pick PHI for our profile. This is now a tapered portal frame. A tapered portal frame, I'll apply that and accept. The same thing here. But prior to doing that, we want to change some bits of these measurements. We will change this. We'll change this to 600. 600. Change this one to 200. That's all. Material remain the same. If you want to change the material, that is upon your choice. It's not compulsory. Just apply that, apply this, accept everything there. Double click to confirm the top height of the column. Double click, come to position. This is the top level of the column. It has started from 0, 0 level. You'll apply that. Once you've applied that, we'll go straight to base plate. Come to applications and component here and just type tapered. Click on the box and scroll down. You'll get tapered column base plate. Just click on this. Come down here. Prior to that, you must locate this center of the beam right in the middle of the grid. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the view, come to navigate, rotate with mouse, rotate about that point. The column is sitting right on the edge, but we want it to sit right in the middle because we might need to mirror some components. So we need mirror command to be so much accurate. Click on that, right click, click move. Point right in the middle and place it here. Right there. Right placed. Click on that. Click on that, click on the column and point in the middle there. Note right and do that. Turn this. Click there. Click on the column. Right there. You're good to go. You may modify this by double clicking on the base plate and modify all this. You'll give this 60 and this one 100. Same on this side, 60, and this one also 100. We'll place here 60 also. Same to this side. And that's all about that. Next is parts. We'll modify that. We'll come to parts. The breadth will be 300. We'll come to bolts, 300. Apply that. Come to bolts. On the bolt sizes, we'll pick M20. We need H, S, F, G. We'll need washer. We'll feed 35 there, and an offset of 10. Need 4 bolts, 4 of them at an interval of 117. Let's apply this and see how the base plate is behaving. Apply, accept. This is it. 4 bolts. There we are. Now we are going straight to place our plates over here, but we've forgotten something. We've not created our views, which is very, very important. We'll click on the grid and right click, go to create view along grid lines, click that, click create. We'll pick grid G, which is very important to us. I think that is enough, and accept. Close that, close this. Now next thing is to create a plate on top here. We'll come to steel, come to steel beam, click that, snap at that end and snap at this end. Perfect. Double click on this member to bring these beam properties, click position and change the placement of that member. Pick top or front. Perfect. Now we'll change this to plate. Double click on this, click select, minimize that, scroll down to plate profile. Wherever you see the plate, just click on it. Scroll down, plate profile is here. We'll pick this and apply. We'll accept that. Now the next thing will come to isometric view for us to have a clear view of this plate placement. Rotate about that spot. Now double click on this to check the properties of the plate. That is the thickness, the orientation, and the length and width. Come to position, come to rotation, give it back. Perfect. We want to extend these plate edges with the 70 millimeter extension. Just double click on that plate, come to position, come to this end offset. We'll come to that end start and type 70. Try and click modify and see which part extend with that measurement. Apply that. That is not right. Just bring it to 0 and apply. Give it a negative 70 and apply. It has extended. That's perfect. Come to navigate, click rotate with mouse. Turn that by pressing your left button on the left button mouse. Double click again on the plate. Come to position, come to end offset. Type 70. It has extended by 70. Now double click again. We want to adjust the width. Come here and enter 50 to make it 250. Apply. It has extended. Just turn this round to 50. Perfect. You're good with this. Now what we're going to do is to make another copy on top of this. Click this, right click, copy this from bottom end here, right there, and bring it here. Perfect. Now the next thing is we are going to switch to elevation view. Come to view, come to view, come to Windows, pick elevation G or grid G. Come to still, come to beam, click beam, still beam, snap right there and place your cursor there and don't click. Type 600. Now you can switch back to your isometric view. Double click on this, come to position, go to rotation, click back, click front. Not responding, give it below. It has responded, but not on the right spot. On the horizontal, click middle. Perfect, and apply that. Now the next thing is to click on this member gain, right click and click move. Snap right down here and place it here, right there. You can push it a bit forward there and place it there. Now the next thing we are going to do is to offset these slightly to flush with the edge of this beam. Now the next thing we are going to do, we come to edit, come to point at any position, we'll come to view and rotate this. Come to edit, come to any position, snap down here and snap here. Snap there again and snap there. Perfect. We've found the point or the location we intended to offset this plate. Now click this plate, right click, move, snap at that end and bring it here. Perfect. Now what we are going to do is to switch back to elevation view. Now from here we want to create a line that links up with the midpoint of the grid. We'll click edit, we'll come to line, pick line there, snap right at the end of this, then go right away to the top of that, click it there. Now come to steel, come to steel beam, snap at that end, make sure it's accurate. Steel beam, make sure you click right on the spot accurately. Then just place your cursor there and type 4 meters and enter. That is exactly what we want. Now the next thing is double click on that, come to position and bring all these to 0. That's why you're seeing this extension. Bring that to 0 and apply. It will come to the right position. Now this gap is not necessary for us. We'll click on it. We'll click on it and slightly drag this up. Slightly drag this down slightly down. Now we can come here on edit, trim or cut by part. The part we want to cut is this, the cutting part is that. It has been trimmed off, but we want also to chop this part of this. We'll click on that, we'll slightly drag this up, perfect. We'll click by part, we'll trim using part. We want to trim that with that, which is not accurate. What we're going to do is just to come to edit, come to position, at any position, click that, is not accepting. We'll come to window, come to isometric view, redraw that, come to view, navigate and rotate by mouse. No problem, you can leave it at that position. Next thing is switching back to our elevation view, redraw, refresh everything. Now next thing is to go back to still, beam, snap right on top here, and just place your cursor there and type 300, but we'll change the thickness to 16. Change this to 16 millimeter thick. That's perfect. Double click on this. It should be slightly bigger. Delete that. Come to still again, still beam. Click and place your cursor down there and type 350. Thickness, check by double clicking, is now 16. Double click on this and extend. Come to that, -50. And 50. We will undo the bottom extension prior to placing our bottom plate. Now the next thing we are going to do is to place this plate, another plate down here, but we need some guidance to place that plate. Come to edit, come to points, pick at any position, point location, and snap there. Perfect. We'll switch back to isometric for clear view. Click these points, right click and copy from this edge to this bottom end. Now we'll click on that plate, right click, copy, from that end and place it here, right there. You're done, but not right. Click on that, right click and delete. What we are going to do is to come back on the point location and pick at any position and click on this end and snap at that end. We want the midpoint of these 2 points. Come to points again, pick the first one on line. Click on these 2 points and you'll get the midpoint of the two. What we are going to do is to shift or give an offset of 50 from the edge of this plate. We'll place our cursor there and type 50 and click OK. Now the first points are not important for us. We can click on them and delete. Now we'll come to steel. We'll come to steel beam, click steel beam and come to this midpoint here, that midpoint, and run up to this end. Make sure you click on the right spot right there. You can double click on that to extend. Go to position and type -50. Not right. You undo. If you see it not responding, the extension has happened to an unwanted position. What you will do, bring this to 0 and modify, type 50 and modify. Not right at all. Bring this to 0, modify, accept. Try do the same. This end, it has accepted. Now modify that. Now what we are going to do is to trim off this extension. We'll come to edit, we'll come to trim by part. We want to trim off this edge. We'll click that part and trim off with that end, with this end plate. Perfect. And we are good to go. Yes, here we are. Here we are. Now we'll come back to elevation view. Prior to placing our elevation view, we want to place another plate just adjacent or opposite to this. Click that and place it here. Perfect. Come to edit, any position, snap here and bring it here. Now what we are going to do here again, it's quite simple. We need an extension here. Double click on this, come to position and type here 10, not right, 0, then -10. Apply that, cut this. Now is joining properly. Come to edit, position, any position from that end, we'll place it accurately. We'll come to steel beam, we'll snap here and go right away to the very top here. We'll double click on this and bring all these to 0 remove all those extensions that we don't need at the moment. Click on that, bring this there. This should be 20 millimeter thick, not 16. 20. Apply that and apply. Interrupt, you want a move command. Interrupt that, click move command, snap there and bring it there. Not accurate, undo, click that and move. Perfect. Click again and move. Place it there. Next thing, is to place a plate here. Just point down, type 350. Not good. Come back again. Snap there, point down. Just point down there and type 400. Click OK. Now switch back to isometric view. Click view. Bring it back. Bring our view G. Accept that. There's a slight mistake that has just happened. Sorry for that. We'll come to view, isometric view. We'll double click on that. Now come to position, give it back, front, top. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is to apply that, right click again to move this to a position that is good for us. That is the right place for it. Come to window, switch back to elevation view. Next thing we are going to do, come to steel, come to beam, steel beam, snap right there and run all the way to this end. It should be straight. Right click, copy that from that spot to that spot. Come to isometric view. Check the positions of this. Double click on this. This is 16. It should be 20. It should be 20. Apply and accept. Click that, right click and move down by 4 millimeter. 4, and apply that. Check that is 20. Switch back to elevation view. Perfect. This is what we want. Double click on this, come to position. We need 50 there. Bring it back to 0. We'll give it 75. Negative 75. Apply that. Double click on that. Come to position. Come there and type 50. Not right. Bring it to 0. Negative 50. Negative 40. Perfect. Just need a small extension there. Double click again, come to position down here. Negative 40. Negative 30. $50. 60 is best. Accept that. Now we want to trim off this. Come to edit, trim by part. Want to trim off that. Want to trim off this. Delete that. Come to edit by part, trim that and that. Perfect. Now what we are going to do is to place our plate. Now come to steel, come to plate, snap right there, right at the corner there, snap right here, right at the corner there, come down here, run to the very bottom end here, very bottom end here. Now we will disable that slightly. We'll double click this, come to position. We'll try to extend this by 20. Let's bring it to 10. Want this to be 55. Make it 60. 62. Perfect. We'll apply that. To see the extension into this plate, just press Ctrl 2. Let's switch back to isometric view. You'll be able to see that. Press Ctrl 2. Perfect. Ctrl 4. Come to elevation. Control 4. Let's go back to steel plate, snap right in the corner there, snap right here at the corner here, snap right here, snap right here, and right there, and join it up with the very first point. Do the same here. Come to plate, click that corner, come and click this corner here, come down and click this corner, come down again and click this end. Perfect. Come and click this end. We've closed and linked up our plate. Now the next thing, come to isometric view. This is our mid plate, well placed. Come to view, rotate about that point. You can check that. Nicely done, nicely done. Perfect. Yes, now we want to change the color of this. We want a uniform color, all colors to be green for the rafter. What we're going to do is to click on that, click on this cube, just place your cursor on this cube, and this drop down arrow click, you'll be presented with a variety of colors. We'll click class 3, click outside, click on it, and just hover your cursor on top of that, click that down arrow, click class 3, and click outside. Now it's green. Nicely done. Nicely done. Next is placement of bolts. Come to steel, come to bolt, click on the first and click on the second and press your space bar. Click on the corner here and at the corner there. Double click on this bolt, give it an offset of 40. That is much. 30 is okay. And bring this to 20. 0, negative 20. Put a washer there. Still bring it inside by 5 millimeter. Still just bring it by 30. Looks presentable. Add another offset here of 5 millimeter because we want to place some stiffeners here. So 40 will be probably the best. Now we need 3 bolts. Need 3 there by 75. By 75. Bolt size M20, standard HSFG, that one. Apply and accept. Go to view, come to navigate, rotate with mouse, click and rotate about that spot. Double click on this, double click on that. Still offset this to 40. That 5 is good. 45. Good. Good. We'll add another 5mm and apply. Come to navigate, rotate with mouse, rotate that. Now what we are going to do is to come to edit, come to points, any position, snap right here and snap right there. Copy these 2 points down, copy, pick it from there and place it there. Again, click the 2 points, right click, copy the 2 points up, click there and place your cursor there and type 200. Type 200. Perfect. What we are going to do is place stiffeners here. Come to steel, come to plate, snap right there and snap right there. Come down and link it up. Complete your plate. Double click this and bring this to 16. Is protruding outside. Come to depth, give it front and apply. It is now flashed, which is exactly what we want. Come to navigate, rotate and check the thickness of this. Change the color of this to green. Navigate, click on this, double click on that corner, click here and change and chamfer that. We need a 50 by 50 chamfer. Perfect. Modify and apply. Click this, right click, click copy, snap right there and snap right here. Come to navigate, rotate with mouse, turn this round. You'll find that this is exactly what we wanted. Perfect. Click on this, right click, click copy, snap right here and snap right here and snap right here. Come to navigate, click there and rotate this. Perfect. Our stiffeners are well placed. Now next is we come to edit, any or at any position. We'll snap there. Not good. Come to at any position, snap right there and run all the way top here or down here. There exactly. Click on that spot, press Ctrl and select that. Right click and copy. Click that and copy it there. Come to plate, under steel. Our first point is there. second point is here, our third point is there, but the fourth one we can't see clearly. We'll come to navigate and rotate with mouse and rotate about that spot, interrupt that rotation command and snap there. Run down here, we can't see it clearly. Come to navigate, rotate about that point and disable that rotation command by right clicking and clicking interrupt and click there. Perfect. Change the color of that. Click on that. Now we are going to mirror this on the other end. Come to view, click work plane and place the work plane tool here. Right click and click interrupt to disable that command. Now click on the part you want to mirror, right click and click special copy, not linear, we need a mirror. Click there and snap on a straight point. Need a straight point. Click that, right click, special and mirror. Select a straight point as the midpoint. Try that, accept that. Now turn the other side and rotate. It has been placed perfectly. Nicely done. Now we'll take back our work plane tool or our axis back to the world location. We'll come to bolt here. Come to steel, click bolt, click the first plate and the second plate and press your spacebar, snap right in the corner there and snap right here. You have your 3 bolts there, but not in the right position. Double click on the bolt and bring all this to 0. Bring all this to 0 to find the appropriate location for all these bolts. What you're going to do is to give some offset there. Give it 40. 50 will be much better. We'll add number of bolts, give it 3. The interval space of 120. And give another offset here of 70, 75, 85, 85. Perfect. We'll apply that. We want an offset inward. Start with 20, 40, 60 is okay. Perfect. We'll apply that. And prior to mirroring, prior to rotation, we want to mirror this, but to mirror we have to bring our work plane tool to the right position. We'll come to view, we'll come to work plane, click work plane tool and place it there. Right click to interrupt. Interrupt means you are walking away from that command or disabling that command, disabling the active command. Now we'll click on the bolts right click, go to special copy and mirror. We'll click that as our mirror line and click down here, click copy, and that's all. Come to navigate, rotate about that spot and turn it around. Your bolts are here, well placed. Well placed. Now we want to place some stiffeners here. We'll come to edit, come to any position, we'll snap here and snap there. Not accurate, not accurate, delete that. Any position, any position is not the right position. But anyway, we'll just place it where the cursor is restricting us to place it. Click that, right click, press Ctrl, click that. Right click to click copy. From that spot, just direct it upward and type 180 right there. Now come to steel, come to plate, click right there and right there, and press Ctrl 2, place it there and place this one here and link it up there. I'm pressing Ctrl 2 to make the lost point be visible. Now you can press back, Ctrl 4 to bring our views back. Ctrl 2, click there, right click, click move. I want to bring this spot right here. Press Ctrl 4. Now we'll get our 2 points that we are struggling to get. We'll come to edit, we'll come to points, any position, we'll click down here and click that end and that end and this end. We'll now get back and get our best points. We'll come to steel, we'll come to plate, we'll snap there and snap here. Make sure you snap in the right spot, right there, and snap here, and snap here, right our final spot. Is not straight, unfortunate. Click that, undo, come to edit, position, snap down here, not accurate, come to edit, that position and come up here and snap in this position. we delete this spot, delete everything there. Now come to still, come to that spot, snap there, snap there, come down here, run down here, then link up with your initial point. Now see, it is very straight and in the right position. Now click that, double click on this corner, chamfer that 50 by 50, apply and accept all those. Click on that, right click, click move from that spot and to this spot. Click that, right click, 80 or 100. Perfect. Come to view, come to navigate, rotate this, right click, click copy, copy that from that spot and bring it here, and do that, click that, right click, copy from this spot and this spot, right click and right click, copy from this spot and place it here. Click this, right click, click copy here and type 100. Accept that. Perfectly done. Click this and turn this round. Now next thing we're going to do is to change all this. Press Ctrl is to change all this to a uniform color. That green color. Come to navigate, click that and rotate. Click this, right click and highlight everything and mirror this the other end. Right click, come to special copy, mirror, snap right here, right in the middle like that, and snap down here, right, accept, check whether what you've done is right, click that and rotate. It has been done. Now the next thing we're going to do is to mirror all these down. We'll come to view, come to work plane tool, we'll change the orientation of our work plane tool. We'll click all these, click that, that, and that, and that, and that. Navigate, rotate about that spot, right click, press Ctrl and highlight all this, highlight all that. Then right click, click special copy and mirror. Right there and down here. Okay, but it's not the right spot. Undo that. right click will change the orientation of our work plane tool. We'll place it here, we'll place it there. Right click and disable that, interrupt that, click that, press Ctrl and click all this. Right click, special copy and mirror. Now our mirror line will be here, that midpoint and this midpoint right there, and click that, accept that, click and come to navigate and check whether what you've done is right. Perfect and nice to see. Perfect. We'll do the same the other end. Click that, press Ctrl and highlight all this. Right click, special copy, mirror. Our mirror line will be the mid of these two plates. Click that and copy. Come to navigate and rotate this. Well done. And in the right position. Now we'll do the same here, but we'll not work it out with this axis. We'll change this axis, move it from that position and bring it to the face of these gusset plates. Come to view, work plane tool, we'll place it here. Right click and interrupt. Select all these by pressing Ctrl. Right click, come to special copy and mirror. We'll use the midpoint of these two plates as our mirror line. Right there and click copy. Click there and turn this round. Turn this round. Realize the space is not enough for this. Now we will do away with these two plates. We'll delete them and we remain with the two, which will still serve the purpose of reinforcement. Now you can have a look at this. Well done. Bolting and gusset plate placement. Now the next thing is to place the bolts here, but prior to that we can take back our axis back to its normal position. We'll come to work plane tool, just place it down there, right click to disable that command. Now we'll come to plate, node plate, bolts, click that member and click this plate and press your space bar here. Click right on this corner and right on top of this. Perfect. Double click on these bolts and bring all this to 0. Accept that. What we're going to do is to offset this by 20. Not right. We'll sit at 0 there, then offset this by 20. Not working out. Accept that. What we are going to do is to check the position of our y-axis. This is our x-axis. Let's zoom this closer. -20, not right, 0, and apply. 20, 0, and apply. Apply that. Apply that. What we're going to do is to change our work plane tool. Come to our work plane, pick work plane tool. You place it there and double click on this. Offset this. Will not work like that. That by 20. We'll give another offset there of 40. 50, 60 will be okay. But there's a clash here, which is not right. Give it 10. It has gone up, which is right. Modify that for us to check the down bolt is slightly protruding outside, which is not right. Double click on this and offset this by 20. Apply, navigate, click that and rotate. Well placed, no problem. Redraw this. Navigate that, click that and rotate. What you're going to do is to mirror these bolts. Click that, right click, special copy, mirror. Our mirror line is this point, that point, and down here. Click that and rotate about that spot. We are done with that joint. We are done with that joint. Click there and rotate this. Now we'll come to edit, come to points, any position, click that and run and get a midpoint somewhere here. Place your cursor there and type 200 and enter that. Click this, press Ctrl and click that. Right click, click copy, snap there and snap right here on top. Come to steel, plate, snap there, link up all these points. Perfect. Double click on this corner, remove that, double click on that corner, remove that spot, double click on that corner and chamfer that by 50 by 50 to sharp 40 by 40. That's much better. Now come to view, come to navigate, rotate with mouse and rotate this. Click that, right click, copy from this corner to this end. Perfect. Now the next thing we're going to do is to copy this. Right click, copy, pick the midpoint of this and place it here. You're done. Next thing is to mirror this on the other end. Come to view, place your workplane tool there and select all this by press Ctrl, right click, special, mirror. Then our mirror line will be midpoint of these two plates. Right there and copy. Okay, perfect. We'll click that, press Ctrl and select all these and change the color of this, make it uniform, give it a green. Click outside the screen and you are good to go. Perfect. Turn this round. Perfect. Next thing is come to edit, come to points, any position or at any position, snap there, run to any point to snap and type 200 and accept that. Now pick this point, press Ctrl and pick that point, right click, copy, snap right there and snap here. We will come to steel, we'll come to plate, we'll snap there, click that and click here. Link it up with that and join it here with your initial spot. Remove this point. Now double click on this corner, double click on that corner, chamfer that 40 by 40, modify that and accept that. Come to view, come to navigate, rotate with mouse, click there, click here and right click to copy right from this corner, right there, come down here and snap right at that corner. Our next thing is to click on that member, hold it in the on the midpoint there and snap the midpoint here, midpoint there. Next thing is to place our mirror line here. Come to view, come to workplane tool, place your workplane tool here, place your workplane tool there. Now our next thing is to highlight all this and change this color to green. Highlight everything, click, special copy, mirror. Our mirror line will be the midpoint of these two plates. Accept that, but not right. Not right. Now try it, click that. So what we'll do, we'll just do the same thing manually. Click that, and right click and delete this. Come to edit, point, any position, click on that spot and snap somewhere there. Type 200 and enter. Click that spot, click that, right click and copy. Bring it on top of this and join the board, all the points with plate, contour. Not right, not right, not right. Move from that spot to that spot. Click that. From that spot to that spot to this spot, join it and link it that spot. You have to be very accurate here. Now double click on this, not double click, we double click on the corner. First of all, we delete the point, double click on the corner there, double click on the corner, chamfer that, 40, 40, 40 and 40. Apply this. Now click this, right click and copy. You copy that, snap at that end and snap here. Perfect. Now the next thing we're going to do is again click on the plate, copy from the midpoint here and the midpoint here. Click on all these stiffeners and click on this cube, that down arrow point, then click outside. After selecting the color, come to view, rotate. A nice joint. Nice joint. Or if you like, you can change this to red, but first of all you have to check how or see how red looks. Like this to red. Not good. But this now, upon your choice, selection of color is not mandatory, is optional. Let's rotate this. The next thing remaining is to mirror this. Turn this. We'll switch back to our elevation view. We'll select everything. Select everything here. But prior to that, make sure your axis is in the right position. Come to view, work plane tool, click there and place your cursor, your axis there. Interrupt by right clicking and clicking interrupt. Now select everything, right click, special, mirror. Move that, zoom this closer. No, snap right there and snap right down here. Copy, apply. Perfect. We've mirrored that with everything on this end. Everything has been copied this end. Now the next thing remaining, we'll switch back to isometric view. Turn this. Go to steel, come to bolts, click this plate and the other plate and press space bar. Snap at the corner of this plate, right down there and up here. Our plates are there. Double click on the plates and change all this to 0. Come to rotation and give it back, front or top. That's nice. Put an offset here of 20, 40 or 50 will be okay. 60. Perfect. We'll offset these inward by 40. Not perfect. Undo that. We'll bring our axis up here. Come to work plane tool. Just place your work plane tool there. Right click and interrupt. Now double click on the bolts. Offset these by 40. Negative 40. Perfect. Apply that. Right click, mirror, but prior to mirror you have to change the axis. Click there, right click and interrupt that. Click that, right click, come to spatial and mirror. Snap in the middle there and snap here. Copy, accept. Now come to the joint. Well done. Now whatever is remaining is the stiffeners. But since you've seen how the stiffeners are placed, this will be just a takeaway home. Check that. Now you can bring back our axis to its original position. Just place it there, right click, interrupt, right click and redraw. Switch back or rotate this. Next thing we're going to do is to copy this. Check your base plate. Well placed. Well placed. Turn that. And turn that. Turn that around. What we're going to do is to highlight everything. Right click, spatial copy, linear. On x-axis we'll type 6 meters and count these 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. We need 9 of these. and click copy. Note right, note right, note right. Though it can be okay if we extend or modify. Now just double click on the grid and add this. Now 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. We'll type 9 here and modify, accept, accept that. Now we highlight everything here and delete. Just highlight everything and delete. Highlight that and delete. Highlight that and delete. Copy that, give it a move command from that spot to this spot. Expand. Copy this without including the other one. Press Ctrl, copy that, click copy, snap here and snap there and snap here and snap there and snap in the last one. Right click and redraw. Now you have your everything here complete and ready for other part placements. Now the next thing we're going to do is to place the purlins. Click that and rotate. Click this and rotate. Now to place our purlins, it is quite simple. We'll come to view, work plane. We'll place our work plane tool here. Come to steel beam, snap in the middle there and run all the way to this end. Double click on that member. These beam properties will appear. Come to attributes, and attributes, come to profile, adjacent profile, click select. These will appear. Come to C section, CC profile there. Click on that, or 150, the last one. Apply. Apply that, though is not the right one, but we'll modify that. Double click on that. Come to position, front, top, back, and below. Come to position, bring all this to 0. Apply that. Click on this member, right click and click move. Snap here and place your by 150, 100 by that. Accept that. That's too big and not looking good. Let's get a C section that looks nice. C profile, not that one. We'll just work with that. 125, 150, apply. That's look better. Now come to this end. Click that, click copy, click right there, click right here, not the best way to do it. Come to steel, snap in the middle here, run to this spot, middle point there. Now click on this and link it up with the edge of this. Perfect. Now click that, right click, click copy from this spot to that spot, to that spot, to that spot. Just go all the way to that spot, to this spot, to that spot, and to that spot. This protrusion has to be 300 here. Bring it to 0, apply 300, 0, negative 300. Apply that. Come this side, double click, position 300, apply and accept. Now we'll highlight everything by press Ctrl, click that, click that, click that, click that. But prior to that, our axis is in the best position. Right click, linear. We want 1100 interval. We'll try 10 or 8. 9 is okay. Apply and accept. Okay. Click this, navigate, click there and rotate. Sitting better. What we are going to do is click that, is to click everything here. Let's click everything. Come to work plane tool. Place the work plane tool here. There. Interrupt that. Right click mirror. Our mirror line will be this midpoint of the two plates. Come down there. This must be 180. 180. Copy. Perfect. We are done. But now we'll copy this. Copy from here. Copy from that spot to that spot to that spot to that spot. Just continue, place that on that spot, on that spot. And remember the extension here is 300. Double click 300 and type 300. Bring it back to 0, 300. Modify and apply. Click everything here by press Ctrl. Press Ctrl. Right click, Spatial and Linear. We'll accept 9. That is not right. That is not right. Don't expand. Cancel that. Undo that. Come to View, Work Plane Tool. Place your Work Plane Tool there. And now again go back and select all this by press Ctrl. Click that, click that, click that, and click that. Right click, come to Spatial, Linear, and just click. This is done. This is done. Our next move is the purlins. Our next move is the purlins. We'll come to Work Plane. Work Plane Tool, place the Work Plane Tool there. Right click. Tilt this slightly like that. Come to Steel Beam. Snap right there. Run all the way to this end. Midpoint there. Double click on this. Is not in the midpoint. Undo. Steel beam. Right there. That's the midpoint now. And snap here. Check whether that is in the right position. And check whether your axis is in the right position. Your axis is not in the right position. That's why this is taking a profile of your axis. You need to adjust that. Delete that. Come to Work Plane Tool. Place Work Plane Tool here. Come to Steel. Come to Steel Beam. Snap right there. And come snap right here. Check whether your beam is sitting right, is sitting sloppy, quite sloppy, is not the right position for our purlin. We'll come to position and change this to 0. That's why it's appearing badly placed. Now you can check that, click that and rotate. Now it's straight. Double click on this, come to position, rotate that, give it back, top or front, back again, or top. That is better. What we are going to do, click that, right click, click move command, click there and place your cursor there and type 250 and enter. Perfect. Now what we are going to do is to do the same thing. Come to steel beam, snap right here, right there, run all the way to the other end and snap there. Not right, the bad approach. Steel beam, we need the midpoint of this. Midpoint of that, and a midpoint of this. Double click this and check, is middle, top, front. Do the same here, come to position, middle, top, front. Give it front, give it top, front, behind, back, try below. Below could be the best. Click that, right click and click move. Click that and place it here. Now what we are going to do is just to copy this from that spot to this spot, to that spot, to that spot, to that spot. Just continue to the very last point. This one, this extension has to be 300. Bring it back to 0 because the wrong part has just extended itself. 300. Come here and do the same. Double click that, come to position and type 300. Undo that, bring that to 0 because the other opposite end did the wrong thing. 300, apply. Now what we are going to do is to click that, right click, click that, select everything here, select everything there. Our axis in the right position, right click, special copy, linear, 1 1, and we need probably 8 of these. We need 5. We'll accept that. We'll accept that. We'll copy everything. We'll highlight everything. Highlight everything here. Come to view, click navigate, place your work plane tool here, right click, special copy and mirror from that spot and this spot. Click copy and accept. It has been copied the other end. Click that and turn this around. What we are going to do is just to highlight all these, the middle one or the second row, and click copy from this spot to that 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 spot and that spot and that spot. This extension has to be 300. Highlight everything. Just highlight everything here. Highlight everything there. And double click on the last one. Come to position and type 300. Bring this to 0. Negative 300. Bring that to 0 because the wrong part is extending itself. Bring back to 0 again and type negative 300. It has extended itself uniformly. Now come to navigate, rotate this. This has been perfectly done. Thanks a lot for watching this tutorial. This is a bit extensive, and it's my pleasure if you can do this by yourself and get something out of this. Thanks a lot. I'm Maurice Dimba. Let's meet on the next episode. We'll work on this portal frame more and more. Turn this round. This is it. Okay, thank you. I'm Maurice Dimba. Thanks for watching this channel, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Bye.